Hi, Thomas. Hi, Thomas.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, كيفك يا كاز؟ Why you are late?
نسينا. أنا نسيت.
See? Okay, let's start. Still Christ. (2005) second chance. In the complex plane referred to a direct orthonormal system OUV, consider the points E and F of affixes ZE equals radical 3 plus 1 over 4 minus radical 3 minus 1 over 4i. ZF equal half plus half I. Part 1. Calculate ZE squared. How to calculate ZE squared? How to calculate ZE squared? Can you tell us, Haikaz, how to calculate ZE squared? Haikaz.
Yes, Steve.
Okay.
8
ZE.
squared plus B.
What did you say?
بس أستاذ نحدد سكوير ونعمل A سكوير minus 2AB plus B سكوير.
هذا identity A minus B squared equal A squared minus 2AB plus B squared. هاي صارت 16. 4 times 4 is 16. Now, to calculate this one is of the form A plus B squared equal A squared. Radical 3 squared is 3 plus 2AB, 2 radical 3 plus 1 over 16 minus 2 A plus B into A minus B, A squared, which is 3 minus 1 squared, which is 1, a squared minus b squared over 16i. Why this one becomes minus? ليش صار هيدا minus؟
من شان الاي اي سكوير ماينس
أنه
1
I squared بيصير minus 1. a squared minus 2ab plus b squared over 16. يعني 3 radical 3 squared is 3 minus 2ab minus 2 radical 3 plus 1 over 16. Three plus 1, 4 plus 2 radical 3 over 16. 3 minus 1 is 2 times 4 times 2 is 4 over 16. 3 plus 1, 4 minus 2 radical 3 over 16. We add or subtract the real parts. 4 plus 2 radical 3 minus 4 plus 2 radical 3 minus 4 plus 2 radical 3 over 16. We simplify by 4, we get 1 over 4i. We get 4 radical 3 over 16, which is radical 3 over 4 minus 1 over 4i. 2 radical 3 plus 2 radical 3, 4 radical 3 over 16. It becomes radical 3 over 4. Any questions?
No.
Haikaz, did you write?
Yes.
Finished?
Yes.
And find the modulus and argument of ze squared. Find the modulus and the argument of ze squared. The modulus of ze squared is radical a squared 3 over 16 plus b squared 1 over 16 equals radical 4 over 16 equal half. Radical a squared plus b squared. Argument of z squared e by using the calculator تطلع minus pi over 6 plus 2k pi. Haikaz, it is done.
Yes.
Determine the modulus of ze. How to determine the modulus of ze? How to determine the modulus of ze? نحن لقينا we have determined modulus of ze squared
نعمل هيدا راديكال
نعمل radical.
او ما فينا دغري نحدد
So modulus of ze squared equal half. It means modulus of ze squared equal half. Modulus of ze is radical 1 over 2, is radical 2 over 2. Yes, what did you say, Thomas?
ماشي ستيل
ليش هون سكوير بيطلع برات المودولس؟
Yes, we have property modulus of z to the n equal modulus of z to the power n. So modulus of z to the n equal modulus of z to the n, modulus of z square equal modulus of z all of its square. Now how to calculate the argument of ZE, or how to show an argument of ZE here minus pi over 12. How to deduce this? How to deduce that minus pi over 12 is an argument?
يعني الارجيومنت تبع z e square minus pi
Yes.
over 6.
Yes. What is
ما
the
فينا ناخد
property?
دغري that نبحث على الكالكوليتر.
No. Argument of z to the n equal, what's the rule?
An argument of z.
Yes.
N argument of z. So how to calculate argument of z squared? نحن معنا argument of z e squared. Argument
بينزل
of z
طول
e
لتحت.
argument of z e squared equal minus pi over 6 plus 2k pi. بينزل 2 لتحت. 2 argument of z e equal minus pi over 6 plus 2k pi. So argument of z e is minus pi over 12 plus k pi. هيدا في عندها 2 solutions على السيركل لأنه عندي k pi not 2k pi k pi. هي عندها for k equal to 0 we get minus pi over 12 is here. For k equal 1 تطلع معنا pi minus pi over 12 تطلع pi minus pi over 12. So it has 2 solutions on the trigonometric circle. Whenever we have 2k pi, one solution. K pi, 2 solutions. Our solution for k equal to 0 وتاني solution for k equal pi. لأعرف in this region x positive y negative. In this region x negative y positive. ZE, looking at ZE, what is the x of ZE, positive or negative?
Positive.
X is positive, y negative. So we are in quadrant 4. We are in quadrant 4. So we say, since xe positive or ye negative, we are in quadrant 4 and the argument of ze is minus pi over 12.
إذا كان غير يصير باي minus باي over 12.
Yes. يعني إذا غيرنا الساين بهذا الشكل، إذا حطينا هيدا نيجاتيف، إذا حطينا زد إي نيجاتيف وهيدا بوزيتيف، كان الارجيومنت باي ماينس باي اوفر 12 يعني 11 باي اوفر 12. لو الاكس نيجاتيف الواي بوزيتيف. Now, how to deduce the exact value of cosine pi over 12 and sine pi over 12? Not using your calculator. How to calculate cosine pi over deduce and sine pi over 12?
يعني cosine pi over 12 equals to radical 3 plus 1 over 4.
No, not like that. So we write ZE in the trigonometric form and in the algebraic form. To calculate cosine, real equal real, imaginary equal imaginary, we get the sign. So whenever you need to calculate cosine or sine, you have to write the complex number in two forms, the algebraic form given and the trigonometric form. Then comparing the real parts and the imaginary parts together. So here, ZE equals radical 3 plus 1 minus radical 3 minus 1 over 4i. This is the algebraic form. The trigonometric form is radical 2 over 2. This is radical 2 over 2. Cosine minus pi over 12 plus I sine minus pi over 12. The real part equal real part. The real part بالtrigonometric form. هذا trigonometric form. Equal real part بالalgebraic form. Trigonometric form, real part is radical 2 over 2 cosine minus pi over 12. Real part of ZE is radical 3 plus 1 over 4. Minus pi over 12 is in the fourth quadrant. The cosine is positive. Minus pi over 12 is in quadrant 4. The cosine minus alpha is positive. Cosine minus pi over 12 is positive. So cosine minus pi over 12 is cosine pi over 12. Radical 2 over 2 cosine pi over 12 equal radical 3 plus 1 over 4. So cosine pi over 12 is radical 3 plus 1 over 4 over radical 2 over 2. Outers over inners. يصير عندنا radical 6 plus radical 2 over 4. Now, imaginary equal imaginary. Radical 2 sine minus pi over 12 equal minus radical 3 minus 1 over 4. In quadrant 4, sine is negative. Then this one becomes minus radical 2 over 2 sine pi over 12 minus radical 2 over 2 sine pi over 12 equals minus radical 3 minus 1 over 4. I skipped the minuses. And finally, sine pi over 12 equal radical 6 minus radical 2 over 4.
استاذ فيني شي واحد رقم بي.
هيدا بي.
بس 1 minute. Done, استاذ.
Part C, did you write it all?
Yes.
You understand it first?
استاذ شو عملنا هون؟ عملنا compare trigonometric algebraic form real by real هيك.
Real equal real, imaginary equal imaginary. Always, whenever you are told to calculate cosine and sine, you compare real parts بيكونوا cosine, real part in the trigonometric form equal real part in the algebraic form, we get the cosine. Imaginary part
من فوق نعرف كوردينت 4 بيصير ساين نيجاتيف هيك.
sine negative لأنه in quadrant 4. Yes.
اوكي.
Let Z equal ZE over ZF. Write ZE, ZF, and Z in the exponential form. ZE لأين؟ شو بده يطلع الاكسبوننشال فورم من ZE؟ equals radical 2 over 2 E minus I pi over 12. هذا ZE. ZF equals half plus half I. المودولus للZF equals radical 1 over 4 plus 1 over 4 بيطلع radical 2 over 2. Argument of ZF by using the calculator equal pi over 4. So ZF equals radical 2 over 2 EI pi over 4. Z, how to write Z in the exponential form? Z equal ZE over ZF equals radical 2 over 2 E minus I pi over 12 over radical 2 over 2 EI pi over 4. radical 2 radical 2 بالdivision شو بنعمل بالباورز؟
minus
pi over 12 minus I pi over 4. So we get Z equals E minus I pi over 3. It is done, Haikaz.
yes it is.
How to show triangle OEF is equilateral? How to prove triangle OEF is equilateral? Okay, to prove OEF is equilateral, this is Z equal E minus I pi over 3. Modulus of Z equal 1. It means that modulus of ZE over ZF equal 1. ZE over ZF. OE over OF equal 1. It means that OE equal OF. Till now it is isosceles. Now we use the argument. Argument of ZE على ZF equal minus pi over 3. It means the angle OF OE equal minus pi over 3 plus 2k pi. So we have OE equal OF, will angle FOE equal 60 degrees. Then triangle OEF is equilateral. Triangle OEF is equilateral triangle.
done Ustaz.
Okay, this is
خلصنا.
all for today. خلصنا اليوم. نشوفكم بعد
Okay.
الفاكيشن.
اوكي استاذ باي
Yeah.
باي استاذ
باي.
إيه.
Wednesday حاطين مسابقة شي انتو؟
باي. Wednesday مسابقة.
بشو؟
probability الساعة نهار الأربعاء 11:15 بالسكول.
اوكي
ونرجع نقول التنين.
يلا باي.
باي باي. باي.